Oh, my dearest friend and patriot, Morton Blackwell, I will never forget meeting you in that Beltway swamp many, many years ago when I was a denizen, almost, oh my goodness, 10, 11, 12 years ago, having known of the work that you did and being delighted that you were just as much a lion-hearted warrior in person as you were in print and how I knew you from the work that you did. You are such a blessing, and it is such a blessing to know you. A little birdie told me that you are celebrating your 80th birthday, and I'm astonished to know that you are 80 years young. I have told many people that I hope to be as vigorous and engaged at 80 as you are now, and I hope that you have a day and another year filled with joy and productivity and fierceness and courage. Mwah! Happy birthday.
Morton, happy birthday. They say you're 80 years old. I hope to reach your age one day. I don't know where you get your energy from, but I thank you, and I thank you for all you've done for the conservative movement over almost half a century. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you for 40 years at the Leadership Institute and for your 80 years of service to this country, fighting for the principles that make America special, make America great. Thank you for doing that, and the impact you've had has been tremendous.
Morton, it's an honor to stand and fight alongside you and other happy warriors each and every day for smaller government and greater liberty. Thank you for your leadership, your commitment to advancing conservative principles, and your continued efforts to save our great nation. Happy birthday, Morton. God bless you.
Happy birthday, Morton. I've known you longer than I care to admit to, but I've been grateful to have your friendship and mentorship over the years. You gave me my first job here in Washington, D.C., for which I'm ever grateful, and I wish you and yours the best on your 80th birthday.
Happy birthday, Morton. Truly, he has been someone for 80 years that has been a stalwart of the conservative movement. And when people would come and go, you could always count on Morton to be someone who was there, willing to be a principled conservative, and ultimately not back down for a fight. So I wish Morton the happiest of birthdays, and hopefully there will be 80 more to come.
Morton has been an example for so many of us, has planted so many seeds, and I think our country would not be the same if it wouldn't be for him, and the generous way in which he has tried to reach out to foreign countries. I know how much he has done in Chile, but I know his efforts and programs he has done in Europe. So. Again, Morton Blackwell is one of the great citizens of the United States, and thank you for everything that you have done, Morton, in this, I think, wonderful 80 years.
Morton is one of those people who doesn't get the credit that he deserves. He's a linchpin. He's the person that's held things together, that has brought people together, and is not does that without getting his name in billboards or in newspaper headlines, but he's there and he's critical. None of this, I would be surprised if a lot of the success of the conservative movement would have happened without him. I think he was the critical element in a lot of the success of the conservative movement over the years, so this is a time to pay tribute to Morton for the work that he's done and to give him some of the credit that he deserves.
Morton has been part of the scene in this town for so long that it's tempting to see him almost as part of the background, a sort of permanent Washington standing institution like the Willard Hotel or the Jefferson Monument or something. But it's worth recalling that the achievement of the Leadership Institute, now in its 40th year, has been secured by constant energy and enterprise, and by the attention of its founder. And when I think of the 200,000 plus people who have benefited from what you've done here, that surely is a greater monument than any of the stone memorials that decorate this extraordinary city. You have made American politics a better place for conservatives, and therefore as Rob said, a better place despite themselves for liberals too, because they will all benefit from the policies and the ideas that you've been teaching.
Oh, if I could sing, I would say happy birthday in singing. But my goodness, what do you say to someone so accomplished and yet so personal and so dear, except happy birthday, Morton. 80 is incredible, and my goodness, when you get to heaven, that room of marvels, where you go up and touch a little picture and then their life comes alive, you have a very, very big room. You are just an incredible person, and I am just honored that God would cross our paths and connect us the way that He has with you and your lovely wife. And I want to say happy 80th birthday, Morton Blackwell.
Morton, you are a wonderful man, a man of God, a man of character, a man who loves this country, a man who served our President Reagan so well. You've done so many things, blessed so many lives, turned so many kids' lives in a good direction, and in doing that, turned our country in a good direction. Your work has been a blessing to this country for 40 years, and you have been living twice that amount, which I think makes you about 47. We just really are grateful for your birthday, for your many decades of work, and Morton, I say it for everybody, we love you.
Hey everybody, Cliff Maloney here, Young Americans for Liberty. Morton, just want to wish you a happy 80th birthday. So privileged and honored to know you, to call you a friend, to call you a mentor. For those in the room that don't know, Morton was really the reason that YAL was able to get its wings. We were located in the LI building as an opportunity to develop, to grow, and to really become what we are today. And one of the things I really appreciate with Morton is his quote, that he's trying to build a movement, not an empire. And I think it really shows in the work that he's doing, the work that all of the 83 staffers at the Leadership Institute are doing, training over 218,000 activists. You want to talk about real leaders and real legwork to build the next generation? Conservative and libertarian leaders owe it to the Leadership Institute for all of the work that they've done to lay the groundwork for us to have success, not just today, but also tomorrow. I want to thank everybody in the room, everybody there that's a part of this, that supported LI. Morton, I'm excited about what we have to come in the future, the partnership between Young Americans for Liberty and the Leadership Institute. But I just sincerely want to say thank you. Congrats on 80 years old. Congrats on 40 years of the Leadership Institute. Your legacy is set, but this is just the beginning. Thanks, everybody. Happy birthday, Morton.